Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between. I'm Amanda.
And I'm Emily.
And today we're going to be continuing Sherlock Holmes, The Devil's Daughter, with our
Nice.
case, The Study in Green.
Yes, very exciting.
Yeah, so it's been a little bit since we've played this, but basically this is the one with the Mayan statue that killed someone.
Yes, and it's at the club, the
Yes, so
posh club where they had to bowl.
yeah, the lawn bowling and stuff. So we just got the search warrant, so let's go investigate the club itself.
Now, this is supposedly where we're going to find more of the secrets because they did explicitly say that nobody was allowed in the club without a search warrant unless they were a member,
Yeah.
which is pretty interesting, I think.
Well, if you want to keep things exclusive or give things a certain attitude, I guess.
Yeah, I suppose.
Sir Charles,
Or
I have a
prestige.
search warrant. I would like to take a look inside the clubhouse. I see. Here's the key, but I do protest.
I do protest, but I will do nothing about it.
I would just like to make it known on the record that I do not like this.
But I want to talk about something because people mention Holmes's brilliance or like the brilliance of like Leonardo and people like that. And they're like, how can someone like, like Sherlock Holmes like be able to play the violin and box and do these cool mysteries and stuff? Everyone's
Right.
focus is on what he does. But you know what he isn't doing?
What?
Laundry. He's not doing laundry. He's not cooking.
You're right.
And he's not cleaning.
You're right. It's Mrs. Hudson.
It's Mrs. Hudson doing all those things. So I just wanted to point that out, just that everyone can take it easy on themselves because Holmes is not doing laundry or any of the adult stuff.
Also, well, having said that, I do want to say, as somebody who enjoys a multitude of different things, it's more about consistency over a long period of time,
Yeah.
more than anything else. Just doing it for just a little bit every single day over a long period of time.
Yeah, I agree.
Ah, Sir Charles was once a captain in the guard.
Dear Sir Charles, please be advised that we have successfully transferred a new tranche to your club's account. However, the payment period has been reduced to 1 month and the sum of credit of £1,000. That is not formatted the way that Lloyd's Bank would format it, whatever.
Well, that's how Europeans do it. It's like the dot instead of the comma when it's.
But no,
the
they have a
thousand, right?
they have a comma.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like Europeans do a dot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Due to previous overdue amounts. Whoop. Sorry. If you wish to review your account, you should contact the bank manager directly, Mr. Black, bookkeeper for Lloyd's Bank.
Ah, so maybe Sir Charles was having some money issues.
March 1881, James Ness and Sons Jewelers, Sir Charles Yellingham. We acknowledge receipt of your item, namely 458 grams of solid gold from a part gold Guatemalan statue. We agree to purchase this item. Monies will be paid within 48 hours from receipt of this letter. Although this transaction is entirely legal, we do assure you that it will remain confidential.
So Sir Charles had some connections to Guatemala.
Well, yeah, the statue was there, so maybe I don't know if it's that exact statue because I think we talked about in our last video how maybe
It was cast.
yeah, it's a cast of a statue.
Charles Yellingham has a large family.
The 50th birthday of Lord Stevenson.
The 50th birthday of Lord Stevenson.
So he is a social guy, at least. For Mr. Olivier. Oh, sorry. What were we saying?
No, sorry, I was going to say just with the upper crust at least.
Yeah. For Mr. Olivier, the company director of Royal Parties, to organize the awards ceremony for our bowling club's most recent competition. To the estimation of requirements for guest night, 20 cases of champagne, dinner for 40 reserved from the restaurant, a local music ensemble to provide entertainment, 30 flower arrangements for table decoration, invitation cards for guests. I know this will be quite expensive, but do please allow me a period of grace to settle the payment, as I recall you were so generous to grant on the previous occasion, thanking you in advance.
I like how they included the orchestra, like they specified it's to provide entertainment. It's not just like we would like an orchestra to be there. maybe they'll fight each other like with their bows. I don't know. I don't know why I find that so funny. It just tickled me.
Oh, it's okay. To Sir Charles Yellingham from Brittany Lovelace, Chief Accountant at Lloyd's Bank. Dear Sir Charles, our records show that you are once again late, and this for the 4th time in paying the credit you have with our house. Any delay in payment results in a fine of £7 over 10 shillings, I guess? After studying your proposal, we agreed to seizing part of your club's collection in payment of the credit, which will be sold in private auction. All raised monies will be reversed against your credit account.
Okay, so Sir Charles, as like the head of this club, is having
unable to pay
money
its debts to the bank.
issues.
Yeah, or is it Charles using the club's money to help his own financial issues? I'm not entirely sure.
I don't know. We know he has a large family. And is a social climber.
Yeah. Yellingham, as I said here in front of everyone, you cannot give away this calendar. I want to study it. We have to discuss this matter before the awards ceremony. I have already warned the other one of this, Zacharias Greystoke. Ooh,
The other one, he
mur-
didn't name the other person.
Yeah, but this is the
Message to Sir
murder
Charles from
man.
Zacharias
Murdered
I know.
man.
Greystoke, the victim.
Interesting. Okay, gave us some deductions here, so let's go here to our deductions. Okay. Okay. Facts about the crime. Zacharias Greystoke was killed from the direction of the pedestal where the club's statue stood. After the murder, Sir Charles saw the statue running. Sir Charles was alone at the club on the morning of the murder. That goes against facts about the crime, right?
Yeah, I think so. Because he saw the statue running.
I guess not.
Okay. What about Greystoke's visit and facts about the crime?
Greystoke's visit. Sir Charles knew that Mr. Greystoke would be at the club on the morning of the murder.
And he was alone.
Oh, there we go. Okay, he had the time and opportunity to be prepared for his victim's visit.
We still don't know if he did it.
Oh, I have more I would like to deduce, though. Cursed be anyone who disturbs the sacred temple. They will meet their death by the risen statue. Only the chosen have mercy. Okay, I think that goes with facts about the crime.
Yeah.
And this is the one we weren't sure about. Well, Holmes said at the end of his deductions, I believe Sir Charles's version of events. So for that reason, I'm going to go with running statue.
Yeah, because I don't think he's lying about it.
No, I don't think he's lying.
I mean, that's... It's either like... That's a crazy thing to make up.
Yeah.
The only thing that makes me kind of question that is that it might have been somebody else running.
Yeah.
Like, standing on the pedestal and ran away.
Yeah, because like we said, maybe the statue was lifted off and someone was standing there.
Right.
Okay, physical abilities. I don't
Does
think
that go with the
with anything.
calendar? Because
Killed
it
by
has
a
to be some
spear.
Yeah, because the spear was part of the statue.
I guess not.
Oh.
Facts about the crime, maybe? Oh, okay. I guess not.
Okay. Well, I
Okay,
don't think it goes with club debt.
No, I don't think so either. Let's go.
Okay.
Oh, it's Big Ben. It's a little picture of Big Ben.
Oh.
And Victoria. That makes me think.
Regina.
That makes me think of the Pirates of Penzance. the opera
Yeah.
at the very end. You know, the policemen, the pirates, they just can't get along. So the policeman's like, "Wait, we want to stop you in the name of Victoria," and the pirates just go, "Yes, we love our queen." Sorry, it doesn't make sense. It's just a little silly opera. You should go watch it yourselves.
I know. Like Pirates of Penzance, that is a classic.
Yeah, and the movie version that I saw of it was Kevin Kline was the Pirate King.
Oh, well, that. I mean, Kevin Kline's always amazing.
Oh
Always
yeah,
amazing.
and just his movements and his posing, it was amazing.
I mean, A Fish Called Wanda.
Oh yeah,
Him and A Fish Called Wanda. That's a great
Yeah.
movie.
That is a wonderful movie.
when John Cleese and Jamie Lee Curtis are on the plane ready to fly away, and Kevin Kline's just out the window screaming, "You bastard!"
Okay, yeah, let's get back to this.
Sorry.
So Zacharias, Sir Charles, and this third man were in Guatemala.
Guatemala, 1881. I don't think this is a bowls tournament.
Oh, profound observation.
Oh, it's telling me R1. Oh.
The photograph appears to
Yeah.
be faked or damaged. I'll take it.
I'll just take it.
Yep. Hey, he is a detective, and there was a murder investigation going on. Something else, because Sir Charles was in Guatemala, but he said the calendar was donated anonymously.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So wouldn't he...
So who donated the calendar?
The late Mr. Brom's
And then clearly Zacharias knew about it. Knew
Yeah.
something about it.
I mean, or was the calendar even donated? You know, did he already have it or something?
The late Mr. Blinkhorn's collection.
There's a lot of jewelry. That's like
Yeah.
Pirates of the Caribbean. That's like some, you know, Aztec gold coin cursed treasure chest.
Yeah.
The late Mr. Smith's collection.
Got some Egyptian stuff, some South American stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The late Mr. Sutherland's collection. The
Looks
late
Tibetan,
Mr. Roberts'
maybe?
collection.
No, that's not. No, it's
Southeast
not.
Asian? Because it looks
Yeah.
like it's trying to say Singapore at the top.
Oh, okay.
This
Big
metal
ass
is
globe.
very- Some
Oh.
bits are missing.
Right around where Guatemala is, too.
Yeah. And a bit in the Atlantic.
Yeah. Oh. Can I still investigate this? Clearly. Well, it's
Oh,
not
another bit in
green
the
yet.
Pacific.
Oh, yeah.
Some bits are missing.
Oh, okay, now it's green.
These antiques look quite valuable.
And this is Zacharias Greystroke. But he wasn't dead until this morning.
Yeah.
So why is his stuff here?
It appears that it's a part of a gold statue from Guatemala. Solid gold. It's worth a fortune.
Oh, and Charles sold a bit of his solid
This piece
gold.
has been cleanly
Yeah, and it
intentionally
looks-
cut.
Yep. So they split that gold statue.
These trunks have just arrived.
Like amongst
They're from
themselves.
Zacharias Greystoke's
Yeah.
antique collection. Interesting. The men who own these collections are all dead.
Okay, search the club lounge completed. Oh, ooh. Oh, and I can hit it again.
Sir Yellingham, I need you to come up here immediately. Gone. Gone.
Okay, Charles.
You're hiding something.
So, Charles, you informed me that you didn't know why Mr. Greystoke was here at such a time. That's correct. I have no idea.
Well, that's not true because of the telegram.
Mm-hmm.
But in fact, you do. Mr. Greystoke wrote to you about him coming with another person to visit.
Ah, well, yes, that is right. He raised a scandal about the Mayan calendar, so he wanted to see me before the ceremony. But I don't know exactly what it was that he wanted, or who this other person he mentioned might have been.
You have a fine
I
collection
smell
of your
a
club, with one disturbing thing in common.
lie.
All the items are from our club members.
Except they're all dead.
But only from deceased members, including Mr. Greystoke.
Yes, but it is a rule of the club that all our members undertake to donate their personal collections to us in the event of their death.
That's interesting.
Right.
If they have all these valuable things donated to them, then why are they having such an issue with finances? Or maybe it's because they don't sell them, that's why.
Well,
Like
he's
it's just for...
maybe he's mismanaging something. Okay, so we've got to go back to Baker Street to investigate that picture. Let's go do that now. I'll take a look at the deductions on the way over.
Yeah, good call. Hi, Ozzy.
Okay. Greystoke's collection. Greystoke's collection was to be bequeathed to the club after his death. Okay, that goes
The debt.
the debt. Right there. Okay. So Charles desired Greystoke's death in order to obtain and sell off his collection. So Charles could sell any other collection contained in the club. I mean, he could have.
Yeah, but that gold... But at the same time,
That
Yellingham
gold-
knew how much the gold piece was worth because he had the same one.
Yeah. Let's get back to this one.
Okay. Because he knew the value of the solid gold. Yeah,
I don't think we have-
there's anything else.
Yeah, I don't think we have anything else. You see my cat?
Oh, your cat.
What's she looking at?
Hi, Selena.
Selena. Psst, psst, psst. I guess she sees a ghost. All right.
Isn't it horrifying? Oh, it looks
It's
more
Sir
prominent
Charles
now.
Yellingham, the director of the club.
With the missing piece?
Yeah.
It appears that part has been painted over. I need to find out what's underneath.
Well, why was it painted over?
They're trying to hide something or someone.
But why, though? Why have the rest of the picture?
Let's gently remove the paint with a soft cloth.
I would say maybe he's dead, but I mean, even if someone died, that shouldn't be a big deal.
Right, because they had all the other dead members, all their stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so it is a person.
Unless they murdered him and they want to have nobody to ask.
They murdered him in Guatemala.
There's another person in the photograph.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Look here. There's a person with a swollen eye who was concealed within this photograph. A dispute of some
Greystoke
kind.
had a swollen eye too.
But it appears to me a characteristic symptom of a rare tropical disease that is found in South and Central America.
South America. Brilliant, Watson.
Happy to help.
Is it deadly?
Well, there is a chance he survived.
I shall ask Sir Charles, but who knows what he'll say.
I have an idea. There is only one hospital for such illness. The Hospital for Tropical Diseases. I have friends who work there.
Oh, yes?
Well, the chances are slim, but I'll pay them a visit. If he's in London, they would have seen him.
Yeah, Zacharias had a swollen eye as well.
But was that recent, or had he just always had the swollen eye?
I don't know. Now what? Do
Well,
I
you
go back
talk to Toby, obviously,
Oh,
and then you go talk to Sir Charles.
Again? Again?
I do hope.
Yeah,
that
if you're
Bob has
asking
no
about the
connection
other
to
person in the
Watson's medical
photograph.
practice.
Oh. Yeah, I guess.
Toby.
That's a back and forth. That's okay.
Yeah, well, it's a long trip for Holmes, but not in a game.
Nah, it just takes a few minutes. Okay, nothing new came up.
How long would that commute have taken from like northwest London to southeast London, like nowadays?
Like
On
on
the
the
tube?
tube?
On the tube, yeah.
Depends on the time of day and which line you're taking. Probably hour 15, hour 30 minutes.
That's still a significant.
Yeah, it is still significant, yeah.
And a coach in a horse-drawn carriage.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, maybe the streets were more clear.
Just full of horse poop.
Yeah. Because there weren't many cars. People are maniacs. Well, not maniacs, but they are aggressive here.
Just like DC.
Yeah,
And people
just like
say
any
DC is
town.
even friendlier than New York. So
Well, I mean, yeah, it's any city, I guess.
I found this photograph on your wall. You're in it, but do you know who these men are? Particularly the gentleman with the swollen eye.
Oh, him. That's poor Mr. Albiot. He died from fever during an expedition to Guatemala 14 years ago. We were searching a Mayan Quiche temple, but everything went wrong. We were unable to enter the temple and the expedition ended in disaster. I'm here, and here is Zacharias. And there is Bernard Marley, another member. He's over there, near the pedestal. By the way, he's the fellow who built that terrible statue. He created it, must have been 10 years ago.
10 years ago.
Albeit was a club member. Where is
4
his
years after
collection?
the expedition.
Well, the devil if I know. We never did locate it.
Yeah, so his collection wasn't donated after his death.
And he died 14 years ago.
Yeah, so why is this all happening now? If, the statue was created 10 years ago, the expedition
Sir
was
Charles.
14 years
A
ago.
crime at his club, it's a
Yeah.
terrible thing.
And where did the calendar pop up and why?
Mr. Bernard Marley, I presume. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I have to ask you about an expedition to Guatemala.
Shh, not here. It's too dangerous. I'll give you my card. Visit me there where we can talk.
Well, he's skittish.
Okay, then. Okay, let's go to Grub Street then. Okay, we got a few new deductions. Let's take those out.
Okay.
Expedition. Zacharias Greystoke was a member of an expedition that discovered the Maya Quiche's temple. Oh, that could go along with facts about the crime.
Or the calendar.
Yeah, let's... Oh, right, the calendar! Curse doesn't exist. It's the human interpretation of events. Well, something about the curse is killing off these people.
Yeah.
I mean,
Can we just see if something would happen if it says the curse
yeah,
is real?
let's take a look. This is already, yeah,
The curse is real.
curse is real. What does this say? The curse is the killer. Zacharias Greystoke was killed by the statue of Takunu Man, that the curse of the Mayan Quiche temple might be fulfilled. So our two options are to undermine Lestrade's reputation, leave
Or
the credit,
acknowledge failure.
leave the credit of the case to Lestrade. He would be better than the journalists point the fingers of derision at him. Acknowledge failure. Keep your conclusions a secret. You cannot arrest a statue.
Well, investigation over, folks. So clearly it's not that one.
Yeah, no. It's the other.
That is funny, though, that they give you the option of just kind of giving up.
I appreciate that. I mean, what is this? The whole thing is that this is an interpretation. How do you look at the facts?
Yeah, it's deduction.
Okay. Okay. Sir Charles is aware of the curse. He had the perfect opportunity. Sir Charles is unaware of the existence of a curse. Opportunity doesn't make him a murderer.
I don't know. He definitely had the opportunity,
Yeah.
whether he was aware of the curse or not. But clearly, Zacharias was upset about something. They both knew that there were other people involved
Yeah.
with this curse, and if like,
I don't know if
Marley
he
is so skittish about it.
Yeah, so someone. Yeah, let's see, because why else would? Because they covered up the picture. Marley is skittish. Zacharias is upset, like you said. So, but that remains to be seen if he knows.
Yeah,
of the
because
curse.
I mean, that still does not make Sir Charles the killer. But
No.
my thing is, like, he could be aware of the curse and not be the killer.
Yeah. What are you shaking your fist at, sir?
You darn kids, get off my cobblestone! Oh look, he's got a sandwich board and
A little bell. Let's see
bell.
what is on. That is some good advertising. What is he advertising? Express services, England and Scotland. Oh, okay. So it must be some kind of train or something.
oh, Bernard Marley.
Boundary. Okay, here we go.
Is it Bernard or Bernard?
Bernard, I think is the American way of saying it. Because I remember in Fable 3 there was the chicken people. They were like, "Oh, Bernard," or something. But I
Yeah,
don't
because
know.
like in the Santa Claus, it's Bernard.
Horse of Pedro
Anyway, whatever.
Alvarado.
Marley. We'll
He
call
was
him Marley.
conquistador, I believe.
A conquistador.
I hate it when people pronounce
Hello there, my man. Is your boss
like
in?
no effort. Don't even
Ah,
try.
he's in his office. It's the door near the female statue in the corner of the workshop.
I remember a few years ago I was watching a. Oh wait.
A drawing of Takunu Man.
Huh.
No oxidation. This metal arm has never been outside. It's not part of the bowling club statue.
What's with the clocks?
Yeah.
This mechanism is quite modern. All the gears are of good quality. Strange to find it in a foundry. There were 2 large boxes.
Oh, but
Fresh scratches.
Sorry, my investigation is getting in the
worries.
way of your input.
I was just gonna say there's basketball is actually a very popular sport in Spain, and a couple Spanish basketball players do play in the NBA here in the States. And I remember I was watching a basketball game one time, and the announcer was like, "Back in his home country of Spain, they call him La Tanqueta," which means the tank. I was like, second most spoken language in the United States, and
Well, Spain's Spanish isn't spoken in the United States.
Something large and heavy
well,
was present.
well, it's still the same
2
language,
large
Amanda.
boxes.
Oh,
which
I
were
know,
inside
Whether
the
it's Spain,
warehouse.
Spanish,
They
or
were taken to Bernard Marley's office.
Mexican, or
It's probable that the
Guatemalan,
missing
or
crates contained
Panamanian, or
pieces of
whatever
Takunu Man's
Spanish, they would all still pronounce it La Tanqueta.
Oh yeah, I
Apparently,
know,
Marley has
but-
built multiple statues of Takunu Man.
Okay, if he's so skittish about the statues, why is he doing like
10.
castings of horses and multiple statues of Takunu Man?
I don't know. Let's ask.
Mr. Holmes, you must forgive my escape at the club. It wasn't a safe place to talk.
And it's safer here.
Yes, better here. Not my office. I have secured my foundry, you know.
Huh, reassuring.
So why wouldn't you normally secure the office though?
Yeah, the office is usually, I don't know.
That reminds me of that scene from The Mummy, where Benny, he's got all the
Oh, all the religious.
all this religious symbols while as Emotep's coming towards me and he just goes, "Ooh."
Trying to figure out what.
Beware of the curse. What is that green stuff coming from his hand? Oh, it's the smell of oil, I guess.
The visualization of smelly hands.
I'm taking a page out of your book and I'm looking at the outline. It looks like it says required for close
Yeah, I
work.
don't see anything that looks like myopic. As much as we like to pretend we are brilliant and
I
have
am a
power
good
of deductive
investigator.
reasoning, we do when presented with an opportunity to take the easy road.
Did you not see me with that globe puzzle in Call of Cthulhu?
Well,
Alright, what do you think? Intricate work or... I think it's intricate because if he's got the glasses
I think
and all
it's
that.
intricate work.
Alright.
I mean, if he has close work and leans frequently on a desk.
Cool. Bernard Marley is not yet 45 years of age. He is the foundry director and member of the Archaeological Club. He is negligent and most likely lives alone. Bernard is a superstitious man, as indicated by the many amulets upon his person. It is clear that he spends a great deal of time seated at his office desk and working with sharp items and mechanical oil. His work requires concentration. He requires spectacles for close work.
He most likely lives alone. How did we reach that
Zacharias Greystoke the victim?
Yes, he was a brave friend. Such good karma until yesterday.
Do you recognize the unwell man in this photograph?
By Jove, albeit. Yes, that's him. The poor fellow met his end in Guatemala. He was struck down by a terrible disease.
You were friends?
Not really, but he was an active member and a courageous man. Too courageous. You can't fight against the Quiche gods.
And what of the expedition? You were seeking a Mayan temple?
Yes, the temple of Tekun Uman. Another one of Charles's stupid ideas. We found it, but there was some kind of strange force that prevented us from entering. An evil aura. It was Tekun Uman's emanation. We could all feel it. Albiet's disease worsened suddenly. There was nothing we could do. And now, with Zacharias' death, the curse has reawakened.
After 14 years?
Prophecies are timeless. Even in the beyond, there is no escape.
Did Zacharias believe in the prophecy?
It is not a matter of belief, don't you understand? Zacharias was convinced that we could stop the curse by studying the calendar. What insanity! He sent me a message. He wanted us to visit the club and try to convince Charles to remove the calendar from the awards ceremony.
But you didn't go.
I knew Charles would refuse. Anyway, studying the calendar wouldn't help. Tekun Uman is far too powerful.
So it sounds like Zacharias believed in the curse.
Yeah, and this is probably the other person that he referred to in his telegraph.
Oh,
But
yeah,
so
that's what
these
he
two
said.
people are aware of the curse. There's no way that Charles is unaware.
Yeah. But also, why did it just happen suddenly? The calendar was just donated and that's what kind of sparked all this worry again?
Well, and it's this, how did Zacharias know that the calendar would help them?
Yeah.
Your relationship with Charles Yellingham is...
Not friendly. Well, it is reciprocal. You know, most of his expeditions are failures because he is too focused on his hypothetical career to be in politics.
He has political ambition.
Well, that would be an understatement. He has ambitions for the House of Lords, and the club is his means of achieving this. It's also the reason for his disastrous management. But he still succeeds in finding money. I wonder how.
Okay, so yeah, the club just doesn't have money because he's a shit
Manager.
treasurer. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your opinion on Tekun Uman's statue having disappeared?
I don't know, but I have nothing to do with it. Nothing.
Yes, you do.
Why would he say, I have nothing to do with the statue disappearing? Nobody even said that. Okay, but yeah, he created the statue.
Yeah,
so
he
there's
created
that.
the statue and he keeps making them.
But in fact, you do. You made the statue.
That's true. But it was 10 years ago. You can't blame me for that.
Don't you think so? After all, it is the statue that is responsible for killing.
No, it's Tekun Uman. But who could imagine that a simple statue
Yeah.
replica would be chosen by Tekun Uman? Nobody. I have to leave you now. I've got paperwork to do. And we've spoken too much. He could hear us. Tekun Uman. Well, goodbye then.
Marley is hiding something inside.
Is
the
he really
office.
that afraid
We'll
if he
have to
keeps
visit it
making
at
the...
night and with Watson.
I have no idea.
Like, that's the thing I'm so hung up on. If you're so afraid of this supernatural entity, why would you keep...
Okay, we'll have to go back to Watson, I think. So let's go back to Baker
Yeah.
Street, and let's see if we got anything new with our deductions. Okay, so Charles and Bernard Marley stated that the expedition members were unable to enter the temple of Tekunuman. Okay, so that goes against the thing that says enter the sacred temple.
Right. That's what I was going to say.
Oh,
Yeah.
never mind, I guess. Okay, then I guess we were wrong. Okay.
But why would there be a curse if they didn't enter the temple?
I don't know.
I mean, at this point, I guess we have to say opportunity, because he has to be aware of the curse.
Oh, but okay, that goes against what we said where he saw the statue running.
Can we read that one again?
He saw the statue to Kunaman running away. I guess the opportunity thing is to imply that he's the one that killed, not the statue.
See, I don't know. I don't think he's lying about the running statue, because that is a ridiculous thing to say. He has ambitions to go to the House of Lords. Like, that's a ridiculous claim to make.
Yeah.
So I don't think he's lying about the fact that he saw the statue running.
Oh.
So yeah, I guess the second sentence with unaware, I agree with that. Like, opportunity, just because he had an opportunity, just because he was alone at the club, that doesn't mean he killed Zacharias.
Yeah, I agree. So in that case, if we're going into the line that Sir Charles is not the murderer,
Then he could have sold any other collection.
I agree.
This is just for right now. We could, unless we find some other stuff, like...
Yeah, because I changed things, because we can change all this around.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we still clearly have a lot more to get, more clues to find.
Yeah.
Caitlin sat Miss Alice is playing the piano. She disobeyed me.
Well, Holmes, I was inspired to... Oh, look here. The postman has made a mistake. He's delivered a letter addressed to Miss Alice.
Oh, he mistook 221B for 221C. Give it to me,
Oh, but-
Watson.
That's not
Oh.
good.
What isn't that the letter?
I do
or-
worry
That-
about
no,
Boyd has
that,
no connection to Watson's medical
Alice-
practice.
That Alice heard Holmes say, like, no, I decided not to let Caitlin play the piano, and
She's doing
she's
it anyway.
still letting
I
Caitlin play
must
the
open this
piano.
letter.
The way he said it.
It would be easier to open this letter if I steam it. Let's prepare. Boil water in kettle.
I mean, I'd be pissed, frankly.
Oh, I'd be too.
I'd be like, march right over there and be like,
Lady,
child,
you-
I told you not to do this, and that's
You
it's
and
so
you are at,
disrespectful.
yeah,
Huh?
and you, the adult, also heard me.
When I told you that I'm not doing this for my daughter, like,
Yeah.
ooh, I'd be pissed. I would have gone right over and been like, Caitlin, what the hell are you doing? Get away from Alice. Mrs. Hudson, you're watching Caitlin from now on.
Alice, so you finally did it. You moved and settled yourself next to him. You are a bold one. He will fascinate you, but be cautious of him all the same. I'm writing to tell you that I found your father's boat. It is quite damaged, but still afloat. You can use it if you wish. You must know that your father was like a brother to me. If there is anything in any way that I can do to help you, please let me know. Anything, whatever risk it may involve.
Miss Alice planned to live here because of me. I need to have a talk with her as soon as possible.
Who sent this letter?
No idea.
That's it.
Don't stop playing, Kate. I'm going to take some air on the balcony for a few minutes.
I need to speak with Miss Alice first. She's on the balcony.
Okay, there's a balcony in his room, so I guess. Huh?
That's so not okay. I'm sorry.
I don't like her anymore.
How about telling me
No.
why you came here in the first place?
Mr. Holmes, why do you ask? I hardly think that I'm accountable to you.
Since you extended an invitation to my daughter against my wishes, I believe that you are.
So said the father, cloaked in all his severity. My word, you almost frightened me.
You won't say that.
Very well. Ask Caitlin to come home now.
Oh, poor child, let her play. Such insouciance. So useful for covering up disturbing secrets. And since you intend to hide the truth from her,
What?
we all have our secrets.
You...
But don't worry, Mr. Holmes. Caitlin is a sensitive child, and I like her enormously.
Alice, come back in. I can do it. See? You're wonderful.
I like to think that the feeling is mutual. We wouldn't want her to know of your secrets, or for her to be unhappy. I have to go inside now.
I don't like her. She sounds smug as AF.
Bitch. I don't. Yeah, no. She. I don't like her at all.
Ah, Holmes, I entirely forgot. There's a man corresponding to the photograph who is a regular visitor at the Hospital for Tropical Diseases. His name is James Byron.
Are you sure? That's fantastic.
And we can visit him, but you should disguise yourself first. I'll introduce you as my colleague.
We get to disguise again.
Yeah, Watson coming through.
At least this is fun.
Yeah. Alright, let's do this.
Make us less angry about what's her face.
Doctor outfit. Okay, we've got the doctor outfit.
There we go.
Okay, so we can put on... Oh, there's no facial thing here, so... Yeah, but let's have fun with it anyway, okay?
Yeah.
Alright. Which of these makes me look more like a doctor?
That one's pretty good. Number 4.
The
Oh, I like 6 too. 6 or 7.
Yeah, 4 looks a bit military-esque. Oh, 6 is...
6 is so unhygienic, but I like 7.
Oh, 10
Or
is...
10. Oh, not. Yeah, 10 I like.
I like 10.
11's a bit too piratey.
Now, let's do glasses. Okay.
Oh, the number 3 looked pretty Freudian. Oh, I like the bald too.
Oh, it does kind of go with the sideburns, but
Yeah, let's do 4. Let's make him bald.
bald. Oh, sorry, I just wanted to go through everything else. I think the rest are just hats, but you know, yeah, they're all just hats. All right, let's make him bald. Let's do it, because you know what?
Woohoo!
You know what? We may never
We may
really
never-
want to
we
do that
may-
again.
Let's face it, Amanda, we're almost never going to pick this.
No, never. What do you think, Watson?
Holmes, we have to go to the hospital.
It kind of looks like Watson's facial hair, like he's
Yeah,
tiny bit, not
a little bit,
terribly
yeah.
much.
This makes Watson look a lot younger, though.
Yeah. Alright, we didn't have any more clues, so let's just enjoy the carriage ride.
But didn't we notice in the first part of this case that Alice is superstitious?
Yeah, she had that occult item. Or the occult necklace.
There must be some way to use that.
To blackmail her.
Yes, exactly. You threaten. Oh, you look
Dr.
exactly
Watson.
like that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, perfectly.
Hello, Baird. My colleague and I are here to see Mr. Byron.
You match perfectly.
Ah, Byron.
Oh,
Yes, he's in a bad
Fit
way.
in right in.
You'll find him in a cubicle on the window side. May I help you?
there's a thing there.
Department of Tropical Diseases. Patients visit this department for treatment and then return home.
Let me just read your files at your desk.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with just glancing over.
I mean, he is a colleague, and they seem to, he and Watson seem to know each other, so
Yeah.
there's that. Oh.
I mean, don't you notice sign-in pages when you go to the doctor?
Yeah, but I don't, like, scour them for, like, names.
No, but he wasn't either. Ooh,
No,
this man
that's
looks
true.
terrible.
Yeah.
Mr. Byron? More doctors? Please. I've just received my treatment. I need to rest a while before I leave.
That is George Hurst's voice. George Hurst from the previous case.
Well, maybe they had a low budget for actors. And I mean,
No, I mean,
voice
I mean, a lot of people do that. I just think it's fun.
I mean, voice actors can do a lot of different stuff. They're
No,
very versatile.
yeah, because I mentioned that in Vampire, like, Fergal Bansha was the same guy that does the pre-win. I don't mind it, because George Hurst had a magnificent voice. I love the gravelly voice. I don't think those are disease marks. And it matches bounded
Yeah,
chains.
they're very linear.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't look like a disease.
Ooh.
If he was, oh,
Yeah, that's
man.
that's not a disease.
That's really
Ooh.
sad if he is. Or if he was. Oh no.
Oh god, this guy had a fucked up.
He's not been doing well.
He had something fucked him up. Albeit it's around 45 years of age, he is an archaeologist and an ex-member of the Archaeological Club. He is believed to be deceased by the other members of the club. During Albiet's expedition to South America, he suffered a disease that affected his eye. Albiet lost his arm many years ago under unknown circumstances. He has a drug dependency and regularly visits an opium den near a crowded market. He has chain marks upon his body.
Why did
We would
he
like
want
to
them
ask
to
you
believe
some
he was
questions about an expedition that took place 14 years ago.
An expedition? What expedition? You're wrong. I've never left London.
dead? You're in a tropical disease hospital.
Yeah. Photograph from the club. Definitely.
I guess, yeah.
Is it not you in this photograph from Guatemala?
Guatemala? Tecuna man! Dr. Baird! Come here quickly, I don't feel well!
What on earth is going on? Please, calm down.
I'm sorry, my dear colleagues, but
Dr. Brunt is waiting to give Mr. Byron a private consultation. You can wait here.
So does he believe in the curse?
Well, he reacted to that.
Yeah.
What should we do next, Holmes?
Weren't you paying attention? We have to wait, but we'll take advantage of the situation. This address is almost invisible.
He clearly didn't want to talk about it.
His as, like his screaming, sounded a little fake, though. Hospital for da-da-da to Mr. Byron. Address. Mr. Byron, Dr. Brunt is pleased to confirm your appointment on 25th November. Please aim to arrive for the early morning. Dr. Baird.
Our man passed by a circus.
Oh, it's flower petals. Okay. I was wondering what that was on the ground.
Oh.
Mr. Byron is due for a
That's
consultation
nice that he
with
gets
Dr.
flowers.
Grunt. He recently purchased Chinese tobacco.
Oh, you're still here?
Obviously. We're waiting for Mr. Byron. Is he not with you?
No, the gentleman left directly after his consultation. Oh, he forgot to collect his belongings.
Holmes, it seems that Albeit has escaped.
Obviously. And he knows that we are aware of his true identity. Quickly. I know how to find him.
You do? Well, back to Baker Street. Okay, yeah. On the map. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Baker Street. Did we get anything new? No. Okay. I don't think it was Albeit. He's missing an arm.
Yeah, he's clearly very sick.
So he couldn't have been the one throwing the spear, excuse me.
And wasn't the spear in the right hand of the statue?
Yeah, because then it was spear and shield.
Yeah, because in I mean, missing one arm, there's no way you could have. I mean, I
Yeah,
suppose
he
there's a way
couldn't-
you could have the shield, but I don't.
No, because
I don't think
his
that-
arm was missing up there. There's no way he could have even
Oh,
been
yeah,
holding
you're
like
right,
the
you're right.
shield. I'm gonna change, just so that we can take this a bit more seriously. Look at Watson just posing.
Thanks to the information I
Let's
obtained at
lean
the
against
hospital,
this
I
column
can now
until we get
deduce where
sound map.
Albeit is hiding. We know that Albeit paid a visit to an opium den, a crowded market, and a circus. He also purchased some Chinese tobacco. Let's find a place in London where all four elements
Okay.
are close together.
I don't think it'd be in north, so it'd probably be in east or south London.
Well,
is
it'd have to be
my-
kind of close to the hospital, right?
Not necessarily. What? Ooh! Oh! Cool!
Now we need to find a street name.
I just
ending
moved
in
the cursor.
OK.
Oh, I see it! I see it!
Where?
Brook
Where?
Street.
Where?
Look at the river,
Yeah?
and go to the next big street up.
Oh! Here!
Yeah,
Oh, hey! Look at
Here
us!
it is.
look at me. I'm so
21D
fast.
Brook Street.
There you go.
Watson, I believe we found Albeit's flat.
Let's go! This is fancy.
It's nice.
Help! Do you hear that? Quick, we have to open this door.
The door's too strong and the lock is too solid to break with bare hands.
Get the...
Wait,
the
axe!
Yeah, axe! Okay, let's go. I love how Watson's just standing there going, "Ugh."
What do we do? What do we do? Get the sword, Watson.
Ah, get the sword and do something, Watson! See, that screaming sounds sincere. Not like what he was doing at the hospital. Will ya shut up? We're doing our best!
Let us in. Let us in. Let us out. Let us
Wait, I have it! I can't take any more surprises!
The door is open.
I can't take any more surprises!
What?
Oh, get it. What? Why are you going to your imagination, Holmes? What is with the... Ooh!
This table could serve as cover. If I cut those ropes, the curtains will fall and block the attacker's view.
Watson, I'll try to reach those curtains to close them. Cover me.
Oh, I can play as Watson!
Oh my god, Watson, I hope you have a gun.
Oh, okay, okay. What do I do? What? Oh, oh, shoot! Shoot him! Shoot him!
That's creepy. You see the person up there.
What do I do? What do I do? Oh, cool.
Oh, he did it. Okay, cool.
Okay, thank God.
Cover me.
Yee!
Oh. Well, at least he's such a shit shot at arrows. He's still
Yeah.
shooting at the table.
Oh, I like those curtains. Oh! 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 Oh!
Yeah, don't get down. It's still gonna.
Get down! Oh! 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 This game, it just throws shit at you and expects you to just pay attention. I mean,
Well, I do like that it has these, you know, the intellectual, figure it out, investigative side.
Watson, come here. He's behind the screen.
yeah, I do. I like that about this game. It's not an action game, but it's strategy in the way.
But then there is also these exciting, intense parts.
Yeah, and you have to understand the tools that are available to you. You know?
Yeah.
Our attacker escaped through this skylight.
It's a tiny skylight.
But clearly a very strong attacker. They were able to pull themselves up the rope.
Yeah. So it can't be a fat person doing this. I'm sorry, but look at that. Ooh, look at that bed.
Where's Albeit, and why was he screaming? And
Oh yeah, there were two people. Yeah, Albeit's here. Albeit.
Our assailant escaped using this rope.
But look at how sumptuous this flat is. I would love to live here.
yeah, that is pretty nice.
I'm sorry, Albeit. I'm just admiring your
Is he
your
still
taste.
here?
I hope so, because he's. I mean, I hope he's not dead. Oh, please don't be dead.
Is that a sarcophagus? Why do you keep that next to your bed?
Kill me!
Calm down. It's over now. It's gone.
Oh. But why are you here? You're not doctors, are you?
No. Well, you're half right. Shall we remove these masks? Your true name is Albeit, is it not? You were a member at Charles Yellingham's club.
Yes, I was.
I'm sorry
Can you tell
we
us what
were like
happened
looking
here?
around and
After
admiring
your
your
visit at the
apartment.
hospital, I quickly returned home.
You were just
I was lying
stones
there on the sofa.
You have just such
An
good
evil
taste.
presence in the room.
An evil presence.
Never mind. It's probably the fever.
The curse. The curse. Well,
you certainly can't show it by the arrows being shot at you, so...
No.
There were definitely arrows being shot at me, sir.
Okay, so it doesn't sound like he wants to take the curse as seriously or like is particularly concerned. I don't know. Let's see what he says.
Or perhaps a living statue?
Yes. It was one of the double statues. I saw its shadow. I believed that it was searching for me, that it wanted to kill me. It was horrible.
As in Zacharias' murder, the statue came to life when its intended victim appeared in front of it. I must examine your residence. It may hold some clues.
Oh, we've got a few things we can talk to him about.
Tell
Ask
us
about
about
the
your
locked
expedition
door.
to
Oh,
Guatemala
I will in a
14
bit.
years ago.
Oh, okay.
It was in my former life.
What really happened there? You were said to have died.
I was ill with a terrible fever. I asked them to leave me there. I can't remember how. I only have flashes of memory. But by some miracle, I survived. I left an eye and one arm behind. It took me time, but at last I managed to return to London.
Why do you use a false name?
That expedition signaled the end of my career and my very life as I'd known it. I changed my name and my address. Now I'm weak and useless and alone. I'm a walking dead man.
Not for long.
Perhaps this was it. It was my curse to fade away little by little. Tekunu man's revenge.
Oh, I feel sorry for.
You are aware of Zacharias's murder, are you not?
Yes, and quite aptly I read that he was killed with a spear.
Aptly.
Well, he practiced archaeology almost as though it were a sport, seeking adrenaline. Imagine his state of adrenaline when he died, him being the prey.
And who would have been the hunter?
Tekunu man, whoever, whatever. It'll soon be over for me at any rate.
That's so interesting because Marley said that albeit was too brave.
Yeah, but
And Charles went on crazy expeditions.
he didn't. So Charles didn't seem terribly focused on them, albeit seems to be the one taking it seriously, as like
This is
I don't know
maybe
how to
fading,
put.
but he's very self-absorbed about it.
Yeah, I don't know how to put it into words, but he seems to be taking it seriously as like a learning thing.
Like
A
he's given
learning
up.
thing. Yeah, and Zacharias, I mean, he clearly wanted to study it, but he called it a sport. I don't know. We'll figure this out.
There's a locked door on the first floor. May I have the key for it?
All right, but there's nothing interesting inside.
Contrast that to Sir Charles going, "Here's the key," but I do protest.
Okay, so this was another incident of a statue coming to life.
Yeah.
A
let's look at
statue
this.
was once here. Now it's missing. It appears that the missing statue may have escaped via the window in the roof. The
And it was
Iron
a
Mountain
small
rod is
statue.
broken.
Yeah.
The surface is damaged.
Yeah, this looks exactly like, This looks exactly like what happened with the statue at the club.
Yeah.
Okay,
so if
yeah.
there was somebody like dressed as the statue, it would have to be a person of small stature.
Yeah, a very small person. Do you remember, there's a Basil Rathbone movie that we watched. There are quite a few Basil Rathbone Sherlock Holmes movies available on YouTube, actually. I don't know if Emily, the copyright lawyer, would approve of that.
No,
but there
whatever.
was, it was the Spider Woman, is the particular one that I was talking about, where they would like break into places, and she like brought someone back from the Amazon to like do these things for her. But let's take a look.
Oh, well, like, I do remember in The Sign of Four. It was The Sign of Four because it's when they first met Mary Watson. There was a person of small stature that was committing these crimes for this other person. Remember that?
Yeah. Okay. Brazil, Sao Paulo, April 14th, 1883. So this is 2 years after the expedition. I, Claudio
João Inácio da Silva.
Thank you. Give full rights and freedom to Albeit Dyke and Ba Udambo from this day forth for him and his descendants.
So he was a slave.
Is that why he was in chains?
Oh my gosh, he was a slave.
My love, I understand your pain, but please know that my decision was made only to protect you. How could I return to the real world, for anyone should discover the terrible shame of this failed expedition and my enslavement? Yeah, he was enslaved. It would dishonor our son's name forever. It would be better that my memory remains in Tekunuman's temple. I came back to see you for the last time. I intend to die alone with my precious collections. Okay, so this is why the club didn't get his collections. Not that that's terribly important, but you know. My lifetime's result of archaeology. Okay, so he takes some personal pride in his work then.
Okay.
One friend of mine who is a bailiff will help handle the sales. You will receive all their income. Okay, please
That's
try
why
not
he didn't want to donate his stuff. He wanted his...
Yeah, so his family could have them. Please try not to be unhappy. My death will be a release. I have made arrangements for my burial. Goodbye to you, my dears. I hope that you might forgive me and you are able to finally lead happy lives. My only wish. Oh.
I'm so sad for this guy. Oh.
Albiet's wife and son, I presume.
That is so sad. I mean, to say the very friggin' least.
Is that like his son's bed?
This bed is
Very
very small.
bed. I mean, I don't think he would keep his boy in the room where he keeps like the logs for the fire.
Well, maybe he kept the bed because it was.
I mean, it would be easy to move out, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but maybe he wanted to keep it because he was like, oh, this is where my little boy slept.
Yeah.
I mean, he wanted to keep all of his stuff.
Yeah, that's
Ooh.
true. I mean, he's clearly a sentimental person, I guess.
Yeah.
That's my impression, at least.
This model forms a part of another, larger model. (1894).
Oh.
This model was created after the expedition to Guatemala.
13 years after. The expedition
So
was
a year ago.
1881. Yeah.
The interior seems well designed, but I
though?
cannot see it properly.
Like, why last year?
Yeah, why did this all just come up suddenly?
Yeah.
Because it looks like that thing was created and then the calendar was donated.
That was a copy of the Venus de Milo
Where?
that you walked past on the stairs.
Oh, the Venus without the arms?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Like I said, you have excellent taste, Mr. Albiet.
There's a little bed in the small room. It's been used.
Well, it is for my son, Gulliver. After my official death, my wife and he left for Glasgow. Upon my return, I installed this room.
So they know about you.
My boy Gulliver visits occasionally. But I wonder, what is a life with a crippled father? They will lose me again.
He sounded like he was saying goodbye, though, in that letter.
I know, and I don't, like he said, I don't think he'd put his child in a room like that while he's up there with the fireplace and...
Yeah, unless he, like, moves. I mean, he said he installed the room for his son to...
Yeah, like, the only other way would be if, like, he moved the bed upstairs.
Yeah, because if you can install that room, you can install, like, a hideaway bed. Like,
That's
especially if
weird.
your kid is small. I don't know.
That's weird.
Mr. Albeit, what is this?
But I like the name Gulliver.
Yeah, that's
It's impossible. How did you find it?
Answer me.
17 years ago, I built a model of Tekenu Man's temple. We stored it inside the club's globe before leaving for the expedition. I've no idea if it's still there. While in Guatemala, I had dreams about a missing part. A pyramid. Then, when we entered the temple, I experienced vivid visions.
Wait a minute. You entered the temple.
Well, yes, we did. And we found the pyramid from my visions. But I was too weak. I was unable to solve the mystery of its entrance. I failed there. I always wanted to understand why. So upon my return...
You rebuilt this final part according to your visions and...
Nothing. But I'm dying, and at least my son will see that I did my best to complete my life's work.
So either they did enter the temple or everybody else is lying.
So how could he build a model of the temple 3 years before the expedition?
Right.
Okay.
But then he said they did enter the temple, and he said he rebuilt what he found there.
Yeah. Okay, didn't enter, that definitely goes with... Albiet's version that he and the canyons went into the temple. Okay,
Yeah.
that goes with this.
So then the curse would make more sense.
Yeah, none of them wish to talk about the temple.
Yeah.
Right. Albiet's son. There's a small bed in Albiet's house. Albiet claims that the bed was prepared for his son.
But then there was the escape that was really
yeah,
tiny.
the escape through the window. Okay. Yeah, it's really teeny tiny. Someone
Which, I mean,
of
that
small
tiny statue that we saw could fit.
It could, yeah, if it was the statue. Or a very small person posing as the statue.
I don't think his son would try to kill him, though. And his son, a little boy, couldn't fire
A little
arrows.
boy couldn't. Yeah, a little boy. We don't know how old he is, but if that picture's anything to go by, or the size of the bed, he's probably at most 10 years old, is
Yeah.
what I would think. Okay. Assailant was a skillful and experienced fighter. Okay, that goes with the physical abilities,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. Zacharias and Albiet were proficient. Yeah. Okay, what does this give us? Son is innocent. A small child would not have sufficient strength or cunning to be. No. Yeah. No. Suspect is small. Albiet is lying about his son. The bed could belong to someone other of small stature who could also be the. Okay. Yeah. Son is innocent. I think that's the
Yeah,
clear.
there's no way
that
that
is
was...
at this time that is the most obvious one, or the
Yeah.
most clear one. Okay. Albiet's model. Albiet was able to only partially construct the model of Tikkun
His visions?
Built the pyramid of Tikkun. Okay, yeah. Where did that go? Oh, down here. It is possible to complete the model of Tikkun temple. Yeah.
And he said it was in the globe, which we
Yeah.
saw had missing pieces.
Yeah. Okay. Albiet's illness. Albiet's life was ruined after the club's expedition to the Maya Quiche temple.
And then his version? The illness and the version? His version?
Aww.
Version and vision sound too close together.
Does that go? Oh, okay. The version and the visions go together at least.
Okay, there we go.
Albiet's lies. Albiet could only build the model of the final pyramid if he had managed to gain its entry. Albiet's truth. It wasn't necessary for Albiet to enter the pyramid in order to construct its model. He could use his imagination. That sounds ridiculous.
I think he's lying about that. I think.
I think-
Well, maybe he's not lying. Maybe he doesn't remember because he was so sick.
Maybe he's yeah.
Like, he doesn't remember entering, but that's why he has those visions, because he did enter.
Find the truth about the temple. Okay, yeah. So we've got another little task there. Is there anything else we can do?
His illness and the calendar?
And let's just try facts. But yeah, okay. Okay.
Okay.
So we've got a couple things to do, Emily. We have to break into the globe. Well, I don't think we have to break into the globe. Okay. We've got to find out more about the temple, and then we also have to break into Marley's office at night with Watson.
Ah, this is going to be exciting. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us for this next episode in Sherlock Holmes, The Devil's Daughter. The plot is thickening with the study in green. It's getting very exciting, very juicy. We're really excited to see what the outcome of this is going to be. Leave your comments down in the comment section below. What do you think the outcome is? Do you think the curse is real? Do you think something happened in the pyramid? Why don't they want to talk about what went on in the pyramid? Let us down in the comment section below. Smash that like button if you like this video, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. We're really excited to finish up this game with you all, but for right now, I'm Emily.
And I'm Amanda.
We're M&M, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!
Bye!